Bachelor in Paradise, Jeremy Simon and Bailey Brown shocking spoiler. July 28, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor Nation fans waited for nearly 2 years for a new season of Bachelor in Paradise. Season 10 premiered in early July after the show was put on pause in 2023. However, so far, viewers have a lot of complaints about the new season. In an effort to revive the spinoff, the network made some big changes to the show. Season 10 was filmed in Costa Rica after years of filming in Mexico. The show took on a sleeker production look that fans called a low-budget ripoff of Love Island. But perhaps the most discontent comes with the couples on the show so far. Many of the couples still together in Week 5 paired up early and never explored dating other contestants. Bailey Brown and Jeremy Simon did go on dates with other people, but keep coming back together. Keep reading to find out if they last to the end of Paradise. Bachelor Nation fans despise Jeremy Simon. Jeremy Simon was a suitor on Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. He was well-liked by viewers and had a strong connection with Jen. However, she felt stronger connections to the other remaining contestants and sent Jeremy home after a disastrous hometown date. Bailey Brown was a contestant on Grant Ellis's Bachelor season earlier this year, but she didn't get much airtime or make much of an impression on Grant or viewers. She went home in Week 3. Both Bachelor Nation stars went on Bachelor in Paradise for a second chance at love, but Jeremy accepted a date with Susie Evans after he had already connected with Bailey. Susie's drama with her ex, Justin Glaze, ultimately led her to quit the show. Meanwhile, Bailey accepted a date with Andrew Spencer. While she was gone, Jeremy asked the producers to get Susie on the phone. He begged Susie to come back. Jeremy even told the other contestants that he would propose to Susie if she returned. But Susie didn't come back. No one has clued Bailey in to Jeremy's conversation with Susie. The preview for tonight's episode hinted that the truth comes out soon. Bachelor in Paradise, Jeremy and Bailey shocking spoiler. Things between Bailey and Jeremy got steamy and gross last week. The two disgusted fans by swapping a piece of gum during a kiss. Despite the icky behavior, the two seem strong. But for how long? Reality Steve has been spoiling the Bachelor Nation shows for years. His sources spilled some details about how Season 10 ends. According to The Insider, Bailey and Jeremy were one of the couples who left the beach in a relationship. But that could change after Bailey watches what went down between Susie and Justin during the phone call. Do you think Bailey would stay with him after that?
Bachelor
Sound
in
off
Paradise,
in the
Jeremy Simon and Bailey Brown's shocking spoiler. A love triangle, a betrayal, and a ring? Paradise unveiled. The sun scorched over the shimmering shoreline of Sayulita, Mexico, as the turquoise waters kissed the golden sand. Palm trees swayed lazily in the warm breeze, and cameras rolled quietly, capturing every stolen glance, every flirtatious giggle, every crackling tension. Jeremy Simon, a late arrival to Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, stepped down the iconic stairs, sunglasses on and confidence dialed to 11. Known for his stoic charm from The Bachelorette Season 21, Jeremy had made a name for himself as a mystery, the brooding man who never quite revealed what he was thinking. But Paradise? That was a different story. "I'm not here to play games," he said to the camera during his confessional. "I'm here for something real. And I've got my eye on Bailey." Bailey Brown, the bubbly Southern belle from Zach Shawcross's season of The Bachelor, had already been in Paradise for over a week. Sweet, sincere, and stunning in every way, Bailey had a magnetic presence. She'd been forming a quiet connection with Tanner Courtauld, but something had been missing. A spark? A mystery? Maybe just the right person. That right person descended from the stairs with a rose in hand and her name on his mind. A date card and a disruption. Jeremy's arrival didn't go unnoticed. Every girl turned her head, some curious, others flustered, but only Bailey blushed and instinctively reached for her hair. She hadn't seen Jeremy since the Bachelorette Men Tell All, but their short conversation backstage had lingered in her thoughts, and now he was walking right toward her. "Bailey," he said, flashing a half smile, "want to go on a date with me?" Tanner looked stunned. Bailey looked like she had been struck by lightning. A moment of silence. Then Bailey nodded. "I'd love to." The air buzzed. Whispering followed them as they strolled down the beach together, holding hands as if they'd done it 100 times before. Their date was pure movie magic. A sunset horseback ride along the shoreline, roasted marshmallows by a private bonfire, whispered secrets and shared dreams. But it was what wasn't filmed that would make headlines. The whisper that shook paradise. Production insiders leaked it first. Jeremy and Bailey disappeared for over 3 hours after the date wrapped. No cameras, no mics, just them, and a lot of speculation. "I saw them coming back," one contestant whispered during a group confessional. Her dress was inside out, and his shirt missing. Bachelor Nation exploded on social media. Reddit threads lit up. Did they break the rules? Did they sneak off to the ocean for a moonlap skinny dip? Was this love, or just a steamy fling? Bailey wouldn't say. Jeremy wouldn't either. But the next morning, she returned Tanner's bracelet, the one he had given her the day before Jeremy arrived. "I don't want to lead you on," Bailey told Tanner softly. "My heart's pulling me somewhere else." And with that, the first serious Paradise breakup sent shockwaves through the beach. Enter the ex. Just when things seemed picture-perfect, Chelsea Vaughn, Jeremy's ex from Bachelor Winter Games, arrived with a date card. And she had one name in mind, Jeremy. "I want clarity," she told Wells, sipping her mimosa. "He ghosted me 2 years ago. I need to know if this thing with Bailey is real or just a phase." Chelsea asked Jeremy on a date. Bailey watched with forced calmness as Jeremy hesitated and then said yes. The beach flipped. Bailey locked herself in the women's hut. The girls rallied around her. "I'm fine," Bailey lied, voice breaking. "He can do what he wants." Chelsea and Jeremy's date was a roller coaster. They ziplined through the jungle, laughed like old times, and shared a tequila-fueled conversation that ended with Chelsea asking, "Do you regret how things ended between us?" Jeremy didn't answer at first. Then he leaned forward, sighed, and said, "I'm falling for Bailey. I never felt that way with you." A ring in his luggage? Back at the beach, Bailey tried to compose herself. But then she saw Chelsea kiss Jeremy as they returned from their date. Cue chaos. Bailey ran to the daybed, pulled Jeremy aside, and asked, "Are you playing me?" His response? He pulled something from his bag, a ring box. It wasn't an engagement ring, yet, but a family heirloom, his grandmother's antique diamond ring. "I brought it here because if I find someone who makes me believe in forever, I want to give it to them," Jeremy explained. "I'm not saying I'm proposing, but I'm saying this is serious to me." Bailey cried. The beach fell silent. The drama was at an all-time high. But the real shock? Producers had no idea the ring was in his luggage. Love triangle turns deadly serious. Chelsea wasn't done. She told the girls, "I think Bailey's playing a part, sweet and innocent, but she wants to win. And Jeremy, he doesn't see it." Then Chelsea dropped the bomb. Bailey messaged Jeremy before the show. She slid into his DMs. Gasp. It turned out to be true, but there was context. Bailey had messaged him after The Bachelorette aired. Just a simple, "You are my favorite," with a heart emoji. Nothing serious. But Chelsea made it seem calculated. The beach was split. Was Bailey authentic? Was she manipulating the narrative? And was Jeremy, ever the brooding bachelor, in too deep to notice? The storm. Production scrambled. Cameras couldn't keep up. Rumors ran wild. Then came the storm. A literal one. A Category 1 hurricane warning sent everyone scrambling. Paradise paused. Contestants were evacuated to a hotel. There, with cameras limited and producers hands-off, Jeremy and Bailey reconnected in the most intimate way. According to insider spoilers, they spent the entire night in each other's suite. No drama, no distractions, just two people, alone, asking each other the tough questions. "I've had my heart broken before," Bailey whispered. "So have I," Jeremy replied. "Let's not do that to each other." By sunrise, they were holding hands again. Chelsea, meanwhile, packed her bags and left Paradise voluntarily. "I'm not going to stay and watch this fake love story," she muttered to producers. Final rose ceremony, or final twist. As Paradise resumed, Jeremy and Bailey were the only fully committed couple. The other pairings crumbled. Jess and Aaron broke up. Eliza left Jordan. Kat, well, Kat was Kat. She stormed off with sunglasses and a margarita. But Jeremy and Bailey, they made it to the final rose ceremony. Everyone expected Jeremy to offer the heirloom ring, but just as he began his speech, something strange happened. Bailey stopped him. "I need to say something first," she said, her voice trembling. "There's something I haven't told you." Gasps. Jeremy froze. She took a deep breath. "Before Paradise, I was offered the chance to be the Bachelorette. I turned it down because I hoped you'd be here." The crowd behind the camera went wild. "You what?" Bailey asked. Jeremy pulled out the ring, and then he dropped to one knee. The engagement that broke Twitter. "I didn't plan this," Jeremy said, holding the ring. "I didn't expect this. But Bailey, will you marry me?" Bailey sobbed. "Yes," she whispered. Bachelor Nation exploded. Twitter crashed for 10 minutes. Reddit threads ran over 10,000 comments deep. Jeremy and Bailey, two unlikely stars, had just become the couple no one saw coming, and everyone was now obsessed with. The aftermath. The After Paradise special was electric. Hosted by Jesse Palmer, the reunion saw Chelsea return and attempt to confront Jeremy and Bailey. But instead of drama, Chelsea shocked everyone by apologizing. "I see now it was real," she said, "and I hope it lasts." Then Jeremy dropped one last surprise. "We're getting married in 3 months," he announced. And Bailey added, "And it's going to be filmed." Bachelor Nation Paradise Wedding, coming this fall.